Hello, folks. Pastor Mike here with a Watchman video broadcast. They're back at it again. The Southern Poverty Law Center. And I don't know if you know anything about them. One of these radical groups down in, I think they're based in Atlanta or somewhere like that. Southern Poverty Law Center. I wonder if they'll represent me because I'm poor. Anyway, they've issued a new report, scathing report, World Net Daily says. Tea Partiers just like Timothy McVeigh. A new attack by the Southern Poverty Law Center charges the Tea Party movement is shot through with radical ideas and tied with hate groups, furious anti-immigrant vigilante groups, and so-called patriot groups. The SPLC report, Rage on the Right, the Year in Hate and Extremism, assails Representative Michelle Bachmann, Republican of Minnesota, for plugging anti-government ideas, and Gun Owners of America Executive Director Leigh Pratt for daring to promote Second Amendment gun rights. The SPLC's Mark Potok warns so-called patriot groups, militias, and other organizations that see the federal government as part of a plot to impose one world government on liberty-loving Americans came roaring back after years out of the limelight. The report echoes themes in a U.S. Department of Homeland Security report last year. We talked about that on this broadcast, that characterized right-wing extremists as opponents of abortion and illegal immigration and supporters of gun rights and third-party political candidates. You know, it seemed like there was a lull in activity as far as the White House and our Congress goes, toward the end of last year into this year, because the health care bill didn't pass, and all these things that we had actually warned about from the beginning of the year last year all the way through, and other organizations warned about that could be taking place. A lot of these bills that they were wanting to pass, they didn't get passed for some reason. The health care bill didn't get passed. What was some of the other things? Some of these gun things didn't get passed, and so everything just seemed like it was quieting down there for a while. And to be honest with you, I was running out of stuff to talk about on our Watchman video broadcast. But now it just seems to be scooping back up again. Now we're talking about what they call the nuclear option when it comes to health care. Someone was talking to me today about communism, and I will tell you that we in this country are making grand steps toward communism in this country. The grandest of all these steps would be a socialized medicine health care bill that they say they're going to use a nuclear option. Now, the nuclear option is basically, it's something called reconciliation in the Senate or the House of Representatives or something like that, where they don't need as many votes for it to pass. That's what they're probably going to go ahead and try to jam it through. And we are taking steps in this country toward a socialist/communist government into this country. This is where we're headed. Groups like us, the Watchman video broadcast, other groups that are out there that have tried to warn against this, we've been painted as extremists, saying that we're like Timothy McVeigh, saying that that we're the ones that are trying to harm warning people that we are in fact headed into a one-world global government system. And here again, it's not the conspiracy theorists that are stupid. It's the conspirators that are the ones pushing this on people, and not only in this country but all over the world. The conspirators are the they're the ones that are going out and saying, here you have Henry Kissinger going out saying this, you have Barack Obama, you have all these other people going out and saying, yeah, this is going to bring in a new world order, yeah, we need global governance, yeah, we need all these czars in here who are communists that are going to lead this country into a more global society. You have Al Gore. I read this the other day. I should have put it in here. You have Al Gore, after all of these blizzards have moved through the East Coast, Washington, D.C., and some of our watchers out have sent me pictures of what's been going on out there. It is unreal the amount of snow that they've had out there. And Al Gore has the nerve now to get up in front of everybody and say, basically, we should expect that as a result of climate change, we would have a lot of blizzards. I don't know, but anyways, they're painting us as the nuts, and the Southern Poverty Law Center is one of the most liberal, socialist-leaning, communist-leaning organizations in the country. And I will tell you now, I just think about this, okay? The right-wing extremists in this country are the ones who have all the guns. maybe the liberals shouldn't pick a fight with the right-wing extremists. And I'm just saying. I don't think I'd use my gun on another human being unless they were tearing my house apart. But I'm just saying, I don't think maybe they should pick a fight with all the right-wing extremist gun owners in this country. I'm going to go back to something that I've been talking about. In fact, I've got my Bible open here to Matthew 24. And I want you to understand, I believe the Bible. I mean, yeah, these are no story. And by the way, I'm going to talk about earthquakes today. You will want to hang on to your seats on this one, okay? I've got something to share with you today on these two earthquakes, the one in Haiti and the one in Chile. And I tell you, people have been sending me stuff about HAARP. The high altitude frequency antenna array or whatever it is that supposedly can do weather modifications. Supposedly it fries people's brains. Supposedly it's part of mind control. The truth is we don't really know what HAARP is or what it does. I mean, it might just be this giant microwave oven for the government. I mean, I don't know. And so I was getting sent emails from people saying, hey, Pastor Mike, you need to look at this. We caused this earthquake in Haiti. And I'm going, I don't know. I stopped dead in my tracks earlier this week. I had one of these where the Lord was going, hey Mike, I want to show you something. And I'm going to show you something about these two earthquakes that might, since we don't know about HAARP and since we don't know about the New World Order and how they can do this and how that, we do know the King James Bible. And I'm going to show you some things from the book that maybe might make some sense. You want to hang on here. But anyway, Matthew chapter 24. These are the things that Christ told us to be looking for. As watchmen, we're to be watching things. We're to look for things. And we should be able to recognize when things happen. So here's what Jesus said, Matthew 24. He said, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. The Christ consciousness now has moved into just about every facet of American Christianity that there is. I am Christ and shall deceive many, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. This report by the Southern Poverty Law Center is a rumor of war. You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So hang on. He said, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. We're going to talk about the earthquakes here in a little bit. But I want to get to this nation shall rise against nation. Now, you guys know me. I'm a King James guy. I believe God wrote this Bible. He wrote it in Hebrew, Greek, Aramaic, and He translated it into English. That's what I believe. And I believe it biblically. The Bible tells me that He did that. But anyway, one of the few Greek words that I know is the Greek word here for nation, that is ethnos. Ethnicity, ethnic, races. The nations are the races of the world, and we are, the Southern Poverty Law Center is one of those groups that is pushing the radical left through